is actually used for storing the extended attributes of users. The other attributes like login or login, auth1, these attributes are actually stored in the HC security password. It's a security user. So here you see snap for each and every user. There is a stanza in HC security user file, and here you see for snap user. Snap is a default user. It's admin equal to false or login is false. That means snap user cannot log in from telnet or telnet or FTP, and HTTP is false. System is none. System is none. That means he cannot log in anywhere. And okay. And HC security limits. This file defines the resource limitations for the users, like number of open files, the CPU memory values, the core file size, maximum file size. F size is the maximum file size. Here, each and every user should have they should have their own stanza. If not, their values are taken from their attributes are taken from the default stanza. So here, if I create a user called Raja, and if I don't specify the values for the user, then the Raja user, he will take all the attributes from this default stanza. Okay, and other files called HC security environment. This is basically for storing the user wide environment. There is one more file called HC environment. This is used for the system wide environment. Here we define the path variable, TZ, that is the time zone, and language, location path, NLS path, ODM dir. This is the place where your ODM files are stored. Okay. There are two environment files. One is HC environment and one is HC environment, and the other one is HC security environment. HC environment is for the system-wide environment, and HC security environment is for the user specific environment. Like this, you got another file called HC profile. This is for setting the profile, like for setting the mail parameters, terminals. You can also set the UMask and all. Okay, so that's called HC profile. This is mainly for setting the additional environment settings for the whole system. And for a specific user, you have another file called. You can specify your own environment settings. That's a user specific. So under every user's home directory, let's take under every user's home directory, you see a file called .profile. This is a user specific. So you do, as a user, I don't have any permission to change HC profile, but I can change my .profile. So I can put my own environment settings in my .profile. Okay. So there are two environment related files, HC environment and HC security environment. And okay, here it is. And there are two profile files, one for system, that's HC profile, and one for user specific, that is under your home directory. The file is called .profile. Okay. Now let's take these two files. There are two files called mkuser.default and mkuser.sys. These files are used for the creation of a user. This file mkuser.default, and what is this? Okay, that is not allowed for regular users. So I came out of the Raja shell, and I know I'm in root shell. So you see CAD and mkuser.default, it got two stanzas, one for admin user and one for user. That is the regular user. We are not going to talk about admin user. That's a different time. And for this stanza, it defines default parameters for every user. So if while creating a user, if you don't define a primary group or group set or shell or home directory, those values are taken from the mkuser.default. And okay, they are taken from mkuser.default, but who creates this home directory and who does all these things? Who puts the values and the etc password, etc security password? These things are done by a script called mkuser.sys. Okay, this mkuser.sys is a script which does the creation of users by adding entries into etc password, by creating a home directory, setting the ownership. And see over here, it creates directory, it uses chgrp, ch1 for setting the permissions, ownership, and sets the permission over here. And it even copies the default dot profile from etc security to